Hi, and welcome back to Thone's Nibbles, number 239, covering a part of Revelation chapter 1. John sees Jesus. The reading is from Revelation 1:17 through 20. And when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. But he laid his right hand on me, saying to me, "Do not be afraid. I am the first and the last. I am he who lives and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. Amen. And I have the keys of Hades and of death. Write the things which you have seen, and the things which are, and the things which will take place after this. The mystery of the 7 stars which you saw in my right hand, and the 7 golden lampstands. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 lampstands which you saw are the 7 churches." Okay. This is the beginning of Revelation, which was written at the command of God by John. The same John that wrote the book of John, and also 1 John, 2 John, and 3 John. So he wrote a lot. And he was the youngest of the apostles, and he was, at this time, as far as we know, the only one still alive. So he's got the important thing of representing God and his analysis and information about the last days. Now, at this time, Jesus reassures John and explains what he had seen. Now, why is this in the Bible? It introduces the symbols representing the final days of the churches. It's written to all believers, and the communication here is it hints, only hints, now, at Jesus' great power. And we'll see some examples of that great power in coming lessons. The application to my life helps us understand the power of Jesus, and then introduces the symbols of the 7 churches and their 7 angels. Now, there's debate about who these angels are. One concept is that they are actually the pastors of the church of the 7 churches. Another is that they are guardian angels, so to speak, each responsible for protecting a church. Personally, I believe the first interpretation, because as we get on through the next couple of chapters, what we're going to see is that God tells John to write a letter to a particular church. And many of these letters are addressed to the church and its angel, or the angel of the church. And the point is that why is God sending John to write a letter to an angel? He very well and often wrote to pastors, so it makes better sense historically if he's writing to pastors and not to angels. But, this is not a big deal kind of situation. Nobody is not going to heaven because they believe the wrong one or anything like that. It's just that as we try to understand what is it that is being requested of John, it's good to have a picture of, okay, there's a church and there's a figure there at the church. If that figure is human, then we can think about it in one way. If that figure is immortal, then we can think about it another way. So it's, as I say, not a big deal, but a useful bit of information to understand. What God says about this is understanding the seven churches as symbolic of the condition of various churches existing in the past, that is, at the time this was actually written, the present, here and now, and the future. God seems to indicate, and you can sort of see it as you read through all the churches. We won't be reading through all seven of them in this study, only a couple of them, but we can see, that's like this church, or that's like that church, or this is like my church. There are parallels between these, and he gives a little bit of encouragement and a little bit of recommendation in each case. My personal response to this one is, Dear Lord, help me understand the various church issues that I might help contribute to solutions, rather than cause the problems. And that's something we always have to be careful about. And this is true even in the secular world, is that a person who always complains about problems but never offers any solutions to the problems that's worse than not even recognizing the problems, because you stir up people and get them thinking about something which you who recognized it don't know the solution to either. So that's just a hint of be careful. Complain without some attempt at solving is not a good thing. So, I guess I will see you next time.